Shalum, Shalum, and welcome. This is Yasharal, Living Orders and Commands. It is an end-time series to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Creator, the Almighty Father, to those who seek true set-apartness, and He who created us, who gives us life, who gives us breath, a heartbeat, functioning limbs, functioning body, a sound mind. These are the words I am compelled to present to you, O Yasharal. My name is Symmanayah, and this represents what I am pressed to present to you, my brothers and sisters. This segment of Yasharal's Living Orders and Command is entitled Yasharal in Virginia. Yasharal in Virginia, 72 hours. This is part 2 of a multi-part segment. If you are returning, I salute your pursuit of set-apartness. I salute your desire to discover truth in the living orders and commands going forth. I salute your tolerance, your love, your patience, as I present what I believe is pressed upon me to present before an awakening nation. With these words said, let us continue as we have breath, a heartbeat, as we find favor and more, much more from the Almighty One. Recently, I must admit, I am not sure whether it is my own imagination or the spirit of Yahushua, but I know that the scriptures tell us to try the spirits to see if they are indeed true. I saw something extremely interesting. Not long ago, I witnessed a video depicting that what could possibly happen in America if the power grid, resource distribution networks, and many other things begin to crumble in America and across the face of the earth. What I saw indicated that one would have roughly 72 hours to shelter in place before chaos breaks out and total congestion prevent movement from one community to the next. While I do not remember the title of a video that suggested that you have 72 hours to shelter in place, I began to look around and witness conditions that are unfolding regarding end times, And as I look at these conditions, it was as though the Spirit of Yahushua revealed to me the magnitude of chaos that will break out in the coming days regarding fresh water, food, the collapse of our infrastructure, as well as events that will happen as comets and meteors fall to the earth. In due season, we will experience a convergence of many things that can truly be proven to represent vengeance and wrath from the Almighty One. We will witness as Yasharal being humbled. We will witness being gathered. There will be forced transitions and migration, my brothers and sisters. I believe without a doubt that as these things come about, it is highly probable, it is highly possible that we will only have 72 hours to get to where we're supposed to be. Is the Almighty One, He that commands all and directs all? Indeed, He is. Is it a mistake, or is it by coincidence that 72 hours is brought to the attention of society to get to a place as American infrastructure crumbles, as the infrastructures of many nations crumble? There will be an emergence of an anti-Messiah, some say antichrist, a false prophet in the beast system. But know this, as it is written in Thessalonians, we who restrain, we who are Yasharal, who will fulfill the final exodus, we are the restraints that prevent the full emergence of the anti-Messiah, the false prophet in the beast system. And we will be removed from the lands across this planet to a set-apart place on this planet to await the physical return of Yahushua Messiah. Over the years, I've recently taken a trip by land and by air. And what I witnessed by land traveling many highways that they became congested. Sometimes due to accidents, sometimes due to trying to repair the infrastructure that is crumbling. Look around, O Yasharal. Imagine when emergencies erupt. You think the highways are congested? You think the freeways are congested now during what is called rush hour time? Imagine when cataclysmic times begin to erupt across the face of the earth. It has begun already, and it is gradually intensifying. Soon and very soon, we will witness the time and season that we are in regarding the return of Yahushua Mashiach, regarding being gathered from the four corners of the earth. I recently took a trip in the air and witnessed at the airports, at two major airports, flights being canceled, flights being rescheduled, people being rebooked on alternate flights, chaos in the chaos in the airports. And I believe this is only the tip of the iceberg. I recall months ago when they said that there was a shortage of pilots due to pilots retiring, due to the difference in the number of pilots compared to the number of new pilots, the new entrants, due to individuals who have become drone operators opposed to pilots operating planes from a ship or from another point in place. A shortage of pilots. For many pilots that work in the airlines are individuals who once was in our military. Yes, in times past, I have heard and read about a shortage of pilots. I believe that time has come. I believe in man's greed, we were blinded to the conditions that are ahead. We gave no thought to what would happen. I believe the chaos that is occurring, that's beginning to gradually spread and widen at every major airport on the face of this earth, is due to pilot shortages. I believe it is the fruit of man's greed, along with global warming and climate change. It is the fruit of our neglect for life on this planet. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters, for soon and very soon it will become clear that things are spiraling out of control with no real solution in sight, save the plan of the Most High Father. Yasharal in Virginia, 72 hours. I believe soon the time will come when only those within 72 hours of Norfolk, Virginia, at the time of a major collapse in our communities, will participate in the final exodus from the Western Hemisphere, specifically regarding the United States. Now, will there be those who would leave ahead of time? Sure. But I believe the ultimate and final exodus of Yasharal from the Western Hemisphere will take place in the Norfolk, Virginia area. As I have mentioned in previous times, it will be the state of Virginia, Norfolk, where one of the largest ports exists. I believe Yasharal will be transported en masse on container ships. Whether they are customized and refitted for individuals to travel in, I don't know what comfort it would be, but I am compelled to believe that the Most High will present leaders that will present a message unprecedented, a message of intensity, a message of direction to those who will have control over the ships, the container ships that will transport us to our home, to our homeland. I believe Norfolk, Virginia, that the shipping yards of Norfolk will witness a gathering, a convergence of Yasharal consisting of both Hebrews and Gentiles, ordered by the Almighty Father. I believe that there will be leaders that will present a message to the world, and there will be signs that will prove to humble man to return us to our homeland. Pray and watch. And let me restate this, my brothers and sisters. I realize that many will look at these words as words of vain imaginations. There will be many of you who will succumb to unbelief. But those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father Yahuwah in the name of Yahushua both Hebrews, Abrim, you Hebrews, these are synonymous, and Gentiles, which means Goyim or other nations, who are grafted together as one family by Yahushua Mashiach under the banner of Yasharal. We will witness a gathering, O Yasharal. Currently, the U.S. Census estimates the state of Virginia to have a population of a little more than 8 million people. Who among us can discern whether within these numbers there are enough people to fulfill what is prophesied regarding being gathered from the four corners of the earth? Who among us is able to realize there will be those called from other states and other proximities, and possibly Canada and South America, called to Virginia before that 72-hour window begins? I am aware that there have been others within Yasharal who have begun to make their journey closer to the land where we are together in our final days. I'm aware that there are those who will make that trek. But as for me, O Yasharal, I am compelled to believe that there is work that will be done regarding Yasharal in Virginia. Soon and very soon, that 72-hour mark will begin. And there will be brothers and sisters who will witness. Within that 72 hours, they will be gathered into the state of Virginia, into the Norfolk, Virginia area. We will witness Yasharal arrive in the state of Virginia in the coming times ahead. Something extraordinary will occur. There will be power and might from the Almighty Father. There will be a rise in true leaders, chosen leaders, led by the Spirit of Yahushua. There will be directions and instructions on what we are to do and how we are to be governed. We are Yasharal, a representative of a sovereign nation, not a democracy. We are Yasharal, servants of the Most High, the Almighty One Yahuwah, whose sovereign is Yahushua Mashiach. We are Yasharal, and we will come together, and the world will come to know that we have entered into the time of an emerging and awakening nation. Pray and watch. Seek to discern what is expected of you. I have no doubt that cataclysmic and catastrophic conditions and events will force migrations. Some will reach the state of Virginia, while others will be trapped in the congestion of massive disorder due to unbelief. The airports, the train stations, the highways and the freeways will become so congested. I submit to you, when that mark hit, when it indeed hit, we have approximately 72 hours to get to that designated place. There will be those who will die for Yahushua's name. There will be those who will die ahead of time, spared being caught into the participation of the end times as described in scriptures. Let me say this again. In order for there to be a gathering from the four corners of the earth, there must be movement. There must be living orders and commands going forth that causes us to migrate to where we're supposed to be. Yasharal in Virginia, 72 hours. Yes, I believe when the mark hits, and it is not far away, when there will be the last 72 hours to get to the state of Virginia, I too await proof. Each day it seems to prove to be true, but I await more and more proof each day. Even as I post this message, I am in awe as what is about to occur in the coming days. I am humbled indeed, but as I stated, I know of no other direction to turn. I realize many of you will dispute these words, as well as there will be individuals who will bear witness and respond to the words, to the calling from the Spirit of Yahushua. Yasharal in Virginia, 72 hours. There will be unity, and we will witness a rise in the presence of the set-apart Spirit of Yahuwah, sending Yahushua's name, rise within us, through us, one towards another, and through his chosen leaders. Prepare, O family of Yahuwah, hear these words, and seek to discern whether there is life in them or not. Hear, O Yasharal, our time is vastly approaching, and we will witness promises kept, and the emergence of a covenant with the Almighty Father fulfilled. There will be those who will respond in a timely fashion, and there will be those who will respond too late. There will be those overtaken with unbelief. There will be those who will face physical death for various reasons. Brothers and sisters will be placed to sleep while others will fulfill something phenomenally challenged. Hear, O Yasharal, there cannot be a gathering from the four corners of the earth without movement. Discipline, vengeance, and wrath are ingredients to end time prophecy, along with so much more. Hear, O Yasharal, we are on a schedule which we have no control. We are in a plan created by the Almighty Father long before we were ever born. A plan which no man, woman, child, beast, of which nothing can stop. We are on the path of the return, the physical return of Yahushua Mashiach. The unstoppable actions of the Almighty One are before us. Consider this, O Yasharal. Those who wait to migrate and fail to hear living orders and commands regarding movement and transitions to appointed places will get caught in congestion. Many will face militia groups formed, fragmented government entities and units trying to establish order in the midst of the coming chaos. Hear this, O Yasharal. The time is now to begin asking questions. The time is now to discern how extreme and phenomenal times are ahead. The time is now to witness that we are demanded to prepare, to seek the face of the Almighty One, to adjust and adapt to the gathering of Hebrews and Gentiles who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father. We will be brought together in unity. There will be extreme humbling times. We will be weakened individually. We will be made weak mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, socially, and more. We will be brought to our knees as reproof come before us, and we will rise up in the strength and power of the Spirit of Yahushua. In our weakness will come the power, the strength of Yahushua Messiah. We will come to know the realities of his atoning blood. We will come to see and witness the living actions of his set-apart Spirit working in us. What say you? What say you, O listener, to these words? Have you begun to forge questions and to seek what is expected of you? Yes, you. What say you, O hearer of these words? Will you begin to pass this message to your loved ones? Will you be able to discern whether or not you must prepare for something phenomenal ahead? I am compelled to believe we will witness power such that man has never seen emerge in the coming days. For those who will say, when you use the word never seen, Ecclesiastes says there's nothing new under the sun. And I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, there will not be multiple tribulation periods. There will not be multiple end times. There will not be multiple second comings of the Mashiach. There are some things that will be a one-time only event. Seek to understand what the preacher, Ecclesiastes, says when he says there is nothing new under the sun before attacking these words. My brothers and sisters, I am compelled to believe we will witness a power such that we have never before imagined. I believe, without a doubt, the identities of the two witnesses mentioned in Revelation 11th chapter are about to be made known to Yasharal and to the world. If you are on the Western Hemisphere, take note. The state of Virginia will prove to be a gathering en masse numbers of Yasharal, the children of Yahuwah, who will come to be known as the children of obedience. The government leaders and world leaders will receive their instructions on what is expected of them as it relates to contributing towards the gathering of Yasharal and our final exodus. For we are the restraints, and until we are gathered to that appointed place, the world leaders, the anti-Messiah, or some say antichrist, and false prophet, their beast system cannot be implemented. And once we are gathered to that place, they will implement the mark of the beast. The false prophet, the anti-Messiah, will implement their one world government. They will begin to kill brothers and sisters for Yahushua's name. They will begin to slaughter the believers. But there will be those appointed to fulfill the final exodus, who will be physically alive, who will be in a safe place near the set apart mountain. Prepare, O Yasharal, to witness the relevance of Yasharal in Virginia, 72 hours. This message will find the ears of the intended audience with power in the name of Yahushua. It is Isaiah 55:11 that brings comfort to me as it is made alive. I speak with the boldness that is stirred within my spirit. I find comfort in knowing that all that originates from the Almighty Father will work in us, through us, one towards another. It will stir our spirits and our minds will come to be subjected to the power of the set-apart spirit of Yahushua within us. Pray, my brothers and sisters. The time will soon come to prove these words to be true. Know this, O Yasharal, our redemption draws near. Our final exodus will come to be. The physical return of Yahushua, our Mashiach, comes. Our Messiah comes. Until next time, seek to discover what is expected of you individually and to Yasharal collectively. Who will tell? Who will tell what they have heard, what they are witnessing? Will there be ridicule to this message? Indeed it will. Will you take heed as to what is over the horizon? Some will. Will these words be presented to others for examination? For the scriptures tell us to try the spirit to see if they are indeed by the spirit of Yahushua. As it is written, my brothers and sisters, our belief play a critical role in our worship and obedience. What do you believe? Who are you in counsel with? Have you begun to ask questions? Have you begun to seek out what the Spirit of Yahushua is saying to you? Take heed, for soon and very soon we will realize no rewind buttons, no pause exists. Proof comes with all sincerity and set apartness. Till next time, pray and watch. The roads to Virginia are open for Yasharal to begin consideration to these words. And soon and very soon, a 72-hour window will begin as chaos begin to unfold and erupt in the Western Hemisphere due to a lack of fresh water, food, and cataclysmic times that will erupt as a result of meteors, comets, and other conditions that are described in scriptures. Who is able to discern these words? What say you, O Yasharal? My prayer is that we're able to discern and respond with accuracy, for the coming days ahead will be the most trying that man has ever witnessed. Until next time, let us focus. Let us direct our eyes towards Yahushua, our Mashiach. Let us come to discern the spirit of Yahushua like never before. Until next time, Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.